Another frustrating evening, man. Liverpool won, Brentford won. Salah is gone, Robbo's gone, but the football is still stinky, man. Zuberi's here with me today, bruv. I'll drop the link for the rest of the people in before I do that, though. Zuberi, man, what's your thoughts, bro? Because, yeah, that was a dead game still. I can't even lie.
Um, I forgot who said it on the stream earlier about man looking for Salah and no. It's not a dig. No. It's not a dig. It's more so kind of sad if that was the story, which it was for
Mm,
the entire season. But in his last game, I expected that, to be fair. So I'm not mad at that, but it's just sad when that became a part of the entire story this season as to why we are where we are, as to the tempo of the game, as to the nature of the game. So for me personally, I didn't say it earlier, but I just wanted to see like some of the men them come in, get a run. Raul got his run. All right, cool. Goodbye. Thank you. Um, it's good to see Trey run on the pitch.
mm.
Um, but as far as the game, like I don't want to lie to you and be like, yo, this was a game I was looking for something. No, man, I just wanted to see Salah get his sent off. He got his sent off. And like I said, it's just sad when it's an add-on to the entire season as far as what we've been seeing. So I think that now that he's moved on, I think maybe we could hope for something different. But if you
Mm-hmm.
was a fan going into this hoping for something different, I felt like you went to the wrong game. This game was strictly about sending men off. And the sending off just looked like it's been a season of sending off. You remember when Klopp had his last season, man was like, yo, we're trying to win it for Klopp type of thing. And then we just end up didn't winning it.
Didn't do anything, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those, and I don't know if Dean is gonna pop up. I hope he don't, but yo, everything you saw in this game is what we've been seeing the entire season, and that is a problem, or that is the problem, bro. Verts on the ball didn't excite me not one bit, bro. I don't know, man. Yep, I'm glad it's the last game. Yeah, we can fold that up. Um, that's all I got. That's all I got, man. I
Uh,
didn't expect anything different, but it's just it shouldn't look like the entire season, and it did, and that's sad.
nah, fairs, bro. Let's get K and then we got, bro.
Yo, I was not gonna miss this one, bro. The finale. You saying ends.
Good, my G, man. I'm good, man. Chilling.
Yo, bro. I've been seeing your streams the past week or so. You and Sal sounding all depressed and all that about the future, bro. I've accepted it, man. All I'm gonna, all I'm gonna say to all you people watching this, is see you next season. I ain't watching no Liverpool at all, bro. Don't get me involved with that, bro. This is my send off to you, G. I'll pop in that, but I ain't watching nothing of this, bro. You have to, bro. You
Wait,
man have to watch that. I don't care about no transfers. I don't care. If that boiled egg is still at the helm, I don't care, bro. That's the only news I want to hear. But we all know that's not gonna happen. And apparently
bruh.
he's about to say something in a minute to this. I'm literally I'm about to watch it, see what he's got to say. If that man picks up the mic, I beg you, man, boo. I beg, man, boo. They're not gonna do it though. It's the Scousers mentality. It's we're gonna spoil like it's like the Trent thing last season. You know when Klopp
Yeah,
told the random off and that, and everyone started
yeah.
cheering him. Only to find out in his presser, man's full Spanish. That's Liverpool, bro. It says, "Oh, we move on." I've been seeing comments online about, we're gonna have to just deal with acceptance, bro. Of this, they needed one, bro. Towards the end, a man said accept that towards next season. I keep hearing next season off his lips, and the way he's chilled at that presser, bro. That's a man that said, bro, no matter what happens in it, yeah, you are here. He's probably got the blueprint out there. See this whole like linked with like managers and all that Areola. It's all false, bro. It's literally like a thing, but just the media just like they're just basically making up stories for the sake of making up stories. I know we sometimes we tend to do things low key, but in this
Mm.
scenario, bro, a man that's about to lose or even an inkling, even in his head will know this ain't good enough. He said it. But the fact that he's just relaxing at these press conferences, all like willy-nilly, like literally, no matter what happens, I got told I will be here next season, bro. Whether you man like it or not, I will be here. So that's why I said, yo, I've accepted it. There's nothing I can do physically. I'm only one man. I can't just say tell other people to be like, yo, we need to get band together. Don't buy the merch. I'll be real. I ain't buying that new kit. You know, it looks trash on them, bro. I saw that as well, bro. It looks wonky. Though. I don't like the design of it. But even that, bro, doing all these like boycotting certain things is not gonna change nothing, bro. The only way that's gonna happen, here's what's gonna happen. When I go back to square one and by October, be sacked. This is Brendan Rodgers 2.0, bro. What we want to do again? Ring Klopp to save us again, bro. Do not get Klopp involved with this, G. Like, at the end of the day, this is on the club. They've tarnished everything that man has worked 10 years for, bro, in less than 2 seasons. So I don't understand this. So this whole coaching mechanism, it needs to be a manager, bro. Him saying I need more, like, he's got more say towards this window, innit? I might give him a blow for it, but at the same time, bro, it's his style of play. We don't know what he's chasing after. For all we know, he wants to play the same style as Arsenal now, setpiece.com. It's one of them, G. Anyways, fam, I'm gonna watch this and just leave you to it, bro.
Big up,
Yo,
man.
can I ask you a
Appreciate it.
question though, real quick, before you
Go
jump
on, go
up?
on.
Because
Go on, G.
so you don't think, and I don't want you to position me anywhere. It's just a question based off what you said. So
Go
you
on.
don't feel like Robbo leaving and Salah leaving could have been a strain on what he wanted to do? I don't know what he wanted to do. I'm just saying I can see
I
that being a strain on what he wanted to do, and maybe now he can do that. I'm not saying it's going to be great or
mm,
better. I just feel like that was a strain on him being limited on what he wanted to do with such big man at the club.
I understand that, Zabir, and I've been thinking about it for a minute, you know. You know that Mbappe thing at PSG when they
Mm-hmm.
just got rid of him. All them man you're chatting about, them man that got opinion and voices. Virgil's the captain. He can't necessarily say certain things, bro. He tends to stay out of them, and he's a professional. As shit has he been this season. I just think purely he's telling all these players that been there for so long that look, moving forward, I don't want you man here just like lip reading. What's up with Curtis? His body language in that. Slot don't like that, bro. All these players he's getting are his players. Is it? Whatever I say goes. However I want to play goes. Salah's the most vocal man in that dresser. Now he's going. There's no person in that dressing room right now, bar Virgil, that can even complain to him about certain things, and that's what he wants. He wants full control of that dressing room, bro. Otherwise, Salah probably saw through that and said, you know what? I'm not gonna be dictated, whatever. And Robbo probably felt the same words of Robbo. I'm gonna limit your limits again, and you're a bit too opinionated, bro. It's not a coincidence that Alisson and them like have been linked and moves away. Bro, this is literally like an Mbappe upon Liverpool thing. I've been thinking about it for a hot minute, thinking every single player that's linked away, move away, is very vocal, bro. They're against this whole notion of like, they know how they're playing is bad. When Salah posted that and all them man liked it, that just says it all. That's why Slot's thinking in his head. This just proves to me why I want you gone out of this team.
Fairs. Big up,
There's no
K, bro.
leaders in this team, bro. It's just Virgil on his own. And when he's gone, we're gonna get a new centre back with the same thing in 2 years' time. But this is all Slot's team. If he's here, which he probably will be, bro. For all we know, he's gonna see out his contract. Let's be real. This was the reboot season. As much as people want to hear it, last season was an anomaly, bro. If this was last season, this season, and we ended on 60, no one would have complained. Let's be real. No one. It's only because he put himself out there to win the Prem. Yes, it was an anomaly, and none of us expected it. But from then, you should have kicked on, bro. Mathematically speaking, Arsenal have been trash this season, G. All we had to do is literally just not even be perfect this season. Just be up there in the top 3. It would have been up there. The fact that Man United, from the position they was early in this season, and the third, just says it all to me, G. Man City and Arsenal were not perfect, bro. All we had to do is our job and focus on ourselves. Some of the teams, so now we just drew at home. Our home form has been trash. A man can't say to me every single time he gets questioned about this thing, G. It always boils down to, but next season I'm gonna get this. But next in the you'd be so surprised what a window can do, bro. All the man you bought, bro, been trash. Let's be real, all been trash, G. Some of them have improved, ain't it? Yeah, but like, they're all been dead. System or nine, bro. They've been trashed. They don't suit the system he's chasing, bro. I don't know whether it was just getting picked out players by the board or whatever, by Hughes and that. It's literally like, oh yeah, you're having that, you're having that, you're having that, and that. Bro, I'm gonna give Isak a full season next season, bro. If I don't, it's not what you man said. If I don't see 10 goals in the first six, and I want him gone, bro. I'll keep Ekatika because what it is, one is younger, but my man Isak has been in this league for far too long, and he needs to pattern up his fitness as well. If he gets a bad injury at the World Cup, bro, I'll be real. Sell him right there and then, G. I don't want to know because we'll be down a striker now. You know, Gakpo's gonna play number 9 next season, bro. Yo. Anyways, G's. I got you, man.
Big up,
big up, man. Big up.
Hey, man said you ain't having none of it, bro. I'll get the next guys in ZUBERI. I'll get them through and then we'll chop it up, man. Joseph.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, Hanks. Good afternoon, my brother. I'm so happy that the season, I'm so happy that the outrageous, devilish, satanic season is finished. On behalf of every Liverpool fan around the world, I want to say this ends. You see this season? You see this season is a failure, a total failure. The last caller said something and I agreed with him. Look at where Manchester United were at the start of the season and look at where they finished. Third. See, I'm sorry I'm going to say this. When Arsenal was confirmed the champions, was it on Tuesday or Wednesday?
Yeah, whenever they played last, didn't it?
Exactly. When they were confirmed champions, my cousin were with me. I was angry. Do you know why I was angry? Liverpool did not even give them a fight. I was thinking, and every time I've been calling this season, I've been saying something. I said, this season, I was thinking we're going to blow everybody away. No fight, nothing. Look at today. We nearly lost. Thank God for Alisson. And listen, if this man is here next season, oh my God, don't make me speak in tongues because I went to church today. If this man is our gaffer next season, we will cry. And we will cry. Oh my. Yeah. And you can see I'm not even doing a video call because I will be and if I don't know if you're going to use your platform and we're going to do a protest tomorrow, this man needs to go. If Arne Slot is our gaffer next season, we are cooked. And let's be realistic, this man is not good. Anyways, though, like I said, I'm happy. Like I'm really happy that this season has just ended. At least no more calling to shout to stay 3 seconds and just vent my anger, and at least I can get some sanity. At least I know that the summer is going to be long because I've been working because my country didn't qualify for the World Cup, and which is very sad for me. But I'm just happy that the season has ended. A bit of fresh air, you know. And once again, thank you for your program. At least we've been like me, for example, I've been able to come vent my anger, talk. You know, you've been doing a good job. God bless you, my brother, and I wish you a good summer. Love you, brother.
You too, my bro. Love, man. Fans are not happy, my G, bro. The season has been a mad one to be here, bro. Man, them are not happy, bro. I got Paul next, and then YASSIR, and then I'll get Pops in. Let's get Paul in.
Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening.
Lord,
the season is over, man. Thank the blood clot Lord, the season is over. I'm
done with the
I
season.
can just relax now. I'm not worried about football for the next God knows how many months until August or wherever the season starts. I can just relax. But like I said, if he's here next season, I'm on loan. La Liga, Bundesliga, La Ligue 1, whatever. Here we come. Sorry, but I cannot put my mental health through this another season of slot. If we get another season of slot, okay. So I cannot put myself through that, man. So you know how it goes. But in saying that, what players are he going to bring in? It looks like he's staying because he's brought in this coach of his from I can't remember what club it is, but he's brought a new assistant. So it looks like he's what can I say, consolidating his position. Plus the fact he's driven players out that don't agree with his style of football. Yeah, well, I think that is totally out of order. Players that have been stalwarts to this club were winning trophies, and he's driven these players out, and God knows what players they're going to sign, Mark. I'm not looking forward to I'm not enthused by any of the players that we're linked with. Yeah, some of them, not all of them. Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm not actually enthused by any of the players that we're linked with. Yeah. Plus, I'm angry that we've missed out on Emerson as well. He's just signed for United. I'm fuming about that. I mean,
wait, that's the Atalanta youth you wanted in, right? That Edison, that's the same one? Midfielder. Yeah. Oh, right. He signed for United.
I am fuming. Yeah, he signed for United, for 40 million euros. So I am annoyed. Anyone but them. I don't care. Anyone else, you can go to anyone else but United, please. Or Everton. We have another team to that list. But like I said, it's going to be an interesting summer. And I'm going to be looking at keen as what happens. And if they pull the trigger and let him go, I'll be happy. But at the moment, I think he's staying. So
fairs, bro. I think so as well.
I think so too. And I've got the summer to relax, chill out, not worry about whether we're going to win or lose. We're going to get slapped by using the bottom three. So anyway, I've said one. I've made my peace and I've said my piece. So I'll let you people go.
Big up, man.
Big up, man.
Season is over, blood. The season is done. Wait, all right, let's get. Yassir, you ready, bro? Let's get in. Yo.
Can you not hear me?
Can hear you, bro.
Yeah, gotcha.
I appreciate it. Yeah. Thank God, man. The season's over. Thank God. This has probably been like the most exhausting season I've ever had personally. So I'm glad to enjoy the summer. World Cup's coming up, even though Italy's not in it, but who cares anyways. But yeah, this game was not great, and I think it's another encapsulated this manager. Not great defensively, not great build up. Glad Salah got his assist. Big up him. Big up Robo as well too. Massive legends for the club. I don't know about you lot, but I'm still counting on some hopium that I do think this manager goes. I don't know about you lot, but the fact that they've not given him extension, and there's still this review is going on, I still have this certain belief that they'll let him go. I don't know, maybe just me, but what else? McAllister can't be a Liverpool player next season. That is
finally.
The manager's one thing, but McAllister can't be a Liverpool player next season. I'm so sorry. This guy, he can't build up. His passing ain't there anymore. He's not got the vision. He's not communicating with his players. Defensively, I think Salah might be a better tackler than him. And I know it's crazy to say, but I saw the amount of times where players would bounce off McAllister. The way players would bounce off McAllister like he's nothing. I'm like, brother, what happened to you? What happened to you over the summer? Did you just completely crumble? I'm so confused with him. Nioni came on, and in my opinion was our best midfielder, barring Jones and Szoboszlai. But he came on, was winning headers, was playing out from the back, was actually doing something. I don't know why this kid hasn't got no opportunities this season. Rio didn't have his best game, but I think he was actually lively against Coyote, and Coyote is actually really top right back. Even Fiorentina, man was locking up Kvaratskhelia, who's another top winger. But the goal we conceded, again, you can make the catalog of goals we conceded this season is some of the most hilarious goals we conceded. We conceded shitty goals, just left, right, and center. Again, deflecting cross, but who cares? Next season, I need 3 wingers, I need 3 midfielders, I need this manager gone, hopefully. But
6 players.
yeah, nah, 6 players. No. I'm not doing it with Gravenberch and McAllister next season. I'm sorry, ZUBERI. I can't do with them. They don't do anything on the ball and they don't do anything off the ball. I need a new midfield. The only I would sell our entire midfield barring Wirtz, and the only reason I wouldn't sell Wirtz is because
Barring the man that does nothing.
no, but the only reason I'm not selling him is because you've come into a stinky team with a stinky manager. Like, I'd want to give you another season, but I'd sell everyone. So Bozalai, like Jones is going, so unfortunately, there's no really point. I'd sell McAllister in a heartbeat. Gravenberch, if anyone comes in for you, please take him. Like, him and his cute turn can go. I don't care. But I'd sell all our time midfield.
No, that turn is mad effective, bro. Man said cute, you know. I hear it.
No, like, that's all he has. Other than that, is nothing. I'd sell him. But no, our midfield needs to go. Also, Gakpo just did a 90-minute cardio shift. I don't know what this brother was doing. the fact we have this brother for another season, I have to be relying on him. Yeah, it's dark, fam.
Big up, bro.
Big up, man.
Kiddo, man said he did a 90-minute cardio session. No, it's true. No, he's literally done about 3 90-minute cardio sessions I've seen since he's been up front. He just runs up, down, up, down, side, up. Let's get Pops, I'll bring you in. I'll get you to have your say, then I'll bring Abde in and I'll leave you there, Pops, to chill with the man then when we conversate, man. Well, Pops, share your thoughts, bro.
Big up to you, Ains, man. I'm here for you. You're my guy. All season, we did this, and I said I can stay with you to the end, and I hate to the end. So, man, of my word, big up to you for giving the platform, because I know, boy. Honestly, I know how we make it this far, boy. I just look 60 points last season gets us 9th. 60 points last season gets us 9th.
That's crazy, you know.
9th. I watched the game just because it's one of my. I started watching tributes to Robbo and to Mo, and I said, you know what? I just watching the game. Crab was saying it. We just watching the game because of that main, and you can see it.
Yeah.
And I think all fans are saying the same thing about their own club, but when you look at Anfield in full color in the sun and all the red day, and then you pay tribute to men that was legends in the club, you tell yourself, yeah, look, so this is what we really about here. Like, this is what we want. We want winners, men to come in, men to leave. The problem I had is that I could see the changing of the guard when Kirk has come on for Robbo. I said, cool. Still ain't got a guard to change for Salah. Still ain't got a guard to change for Virgil. Too much unknown still, man. So 60 points. I said, look, we were dead and somebody just shot us with a shotgun and blew us over the line into 5th. That's how we end up in Champions League. Not even 4th. I see Sam, my man. Yeah, we finished 5th, yeah. I was actually hoping that we would win, Villa would lose, and that way Bournemouth would get in 6th. But alas, 60 points in the season, 25 points behind Arsenal, 24 points less than we got last season. Like I said, 9th we would have been last season on 60 points. Imagine if we were sitting 9th right now. Imagine the table right now, we are 9th.
Oh, been a good thing.
No Europe.
That would have been beautiful for Wirtz to get his groove and cook.
Yeah, you say that, ZUBERI, but we got a lot of work that we got to do this summer. We need some bread to do that.
Yeah, but we can't do that work with all them games, though. You know what I'm trying to say? It's hard for man to find rhythm, bro. We can't do the work when man got to pick a new team every 3 days, and he can't even pick a team with a good tactics. So it's almost like that would have been his pace to do whatever he wants to do, bro.
Who's he? Just to
I'm talking about the manager and these players that can't find
the man on the bench right now, because I expect him to hear that he gone. That I can be honest with you. I still sitting here saying logically you can't convince me of anything logically that allows him to be here still. In my mind, I serious. As much as the round table and all that conversation was, summer, and Sav said it himself. He said, when we got the news that we got in summer, he said to himself, you know what? Forget football. Who cares? Who cares about football? Let me be honest. You lost a brother, and if anybody has lost a brother, ain't a good feeling. And grief you take it different ways. And I ain't tying this to football. No, I'm tying this to life in general, people. This ain't got nothing to do with the football directly. This is life. when unfortunately you go through that point in your life where you lose somebody who's very close to you, whoever that person is, best friend, brother, sister, mother, father, godmother, grandmother, whatever it is, right? They got days used to be good, and they got weeks used to be bad, not just days. Sometimes you just go through a period where you can't seem to get out of the cloud. Again, I ain't tying this to the season directly, but I'm just saying, if at that point in time in summer you said, all right, yeah, we're done with it, forget the football, whatever happened. Now you get to the end of the season, you saying, yeah, I said it, but I watched what I watched, and this is what the end result is. Now we can't do this again. Even with that being the excuse that you were almost handed, and I'm not saying that that's his excuse. I'm just mean, again, if you made the statement, new evidence says to me 60 points, and the way we looked ultimately, this ain't it. This isn't it. We can't do this again next season. You ends ain't gonna be able to survive a season with the calling programs.
I already
as much
told
as I tell you,
you.
you was a strong man and you did it this, but you ain't doing this again for another season. I could tell you that now.
I know, bro. That's what I told you, man. I got plans, Pops. I got plans. That's all I'm gonna say. There's plans if this doesn't, if it's gonna be like this. Let's get up there in, bro. What are you telling me, G?
Big up, guys. Big up, man. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe.
Love,
Zuberi,
man.
I ain't hear you out though. Big up to you, man. Long time. All good.
A long time, bro. What you guys have been doing, man? No call-in shows, bro. So we can vet.
Go on, bro. Talk to us, man.
Yeah. It's been a while, bro. But yeah, this game, man. Oh my god, bro. I don't know what this manager uses his head or whatever, bro. Because like I think we weren't great, but we were better until Rio and Salah came off. Because like the minute those two got subbed off, for some strange reason, we got attacked immediately. Like it's not like we were like defending now at that point. Because like the game was 1-1. Like in my opinion, we should have brought Verts on, put what's it called? Zobozlai and Grav in the midfield. Take one of McAllister and Grab off. Put either Jones or Zobozlai in the midfield. Put Verts in the 10 and put Isaac up top. If you want to take off Salah and Rio. Problem is the worst attack out of the three kept them on until 90 minutes. So I don't know what that's about, but it's kind of weird. But that to me, it's been a horrible game. In my opinion, it wasn't a very good one. Thank God, every single team around us is crap. Chelsea are crap. They're 10th now. Freaking United beat up Brighton, so they didn't have any chance to even try to catch up with us. Bournemouth today drew. So you know what I'm saying? So we're safe with Champions League football with 60 points. If you divide that by 38, we're averaging a point and a half every single game. That's what we have done this season. Now,
Yes.
these guys who like the numbers, how about you look at this number first, and then tell me whether or not he's the guy. These guys who like to do the data, the science, the numbers, all that. Look at the way we played today. We were not on the front foot at any point of that game, by the way. We weren't controlling the game. We weren't pumping the ball around. We were just better with Rio and Salah on. That was it. We were just better. But by the way, that was a brilliant assist from Salah. Big up to him, bro. Thank you for all the memories. Thank you for Robo too. Robo had, he had a good game. He played pretty well. Like, like same thing. Like this is like kind of felt like this feels like legitimately the end of the era. That club team that dominate, that heavy metal, that team that had all kinds of swagger with attack. That's all gone now at this point. You know what I'm saying? All we have left is just Ali and Virgil. Now we gotta face this new team, bro. This new team, and it needs some work in. It needs some work in, but firstly, it needs a new manager, bro. Because we can't continue with this manager the same way next season, bro. Because it's gonna be even tougher for us to even survive next season. If we wait until maybe December, October time to sack him, it might be too late. We might not even get top 4. Forget about even challenging for the league. People are talking about challenging for the league. The league I put out completely out of my mind, by the way. The league is nowhere near my mind right now. Right now, I just want us to be a good team next season. That's it. I want us to be a competent team that's in the front foot, that is attacking, that's playing attractive style of football. That's all I need right now. Just us for being in the top 4 and playing attractive football. Because I know winning the league takes more than just being a good team. It takes mentality, and right now the team lacks all mentality. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
Big up, bro.
guys. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Appreciate all y'all. Big up Pops. Big up Zuberi. Big up everybody.
Big up, man. Peace, man. Do you guys want to add anything before I bring in Samuel?
Yeah, man, I gotta get this off my chest. It's killing me. It's killing me. I feel bad for Salah. I really do, man. I might even cry later when I'm working out and thinking about it some more. It's killing me. And yo, I'm watching a guy today, and it could have been all season, but today's the day when I really noticed it. Bro, he's in a whole nother stratosphere, man. Like he's playing on a whole nother level ahead of the team. Like that heavy metal. It's always been in his DNA. Like that's actually who we are, bro. We're that heavy metal team that just press man, that rush man, and the Brexit midfield kind of just contain that type of chaos in the opposition half. Bro, I'm watching man get the ball. There's no movement, zero movement going across him and behind him. Man are just standing there like, yo, pass it back so I can pass it back. Like there's no real energy and yo, let's blitz these, man. There's no blitzing energy. Now that could be from the manager, that just could be from the players. But bro, Salah can't be the only man on that, bro. Bro, there's no movement in front of man. There's no movement in the box, bro. You see that goal Curtis scored? Just so you man know, I swear down, I could be in a different time zone. Bro, isn't that the same ball Curtis headed from the back? It's in that same pattern of play. The reason why I'm bringing this up, Curtis headed the ball twice and ran up the pitch to get on the end of a Salah assist. You know what that tells me? And there's no midfield support or movement to the point where Curtis run all the way from defense to go on the end of that. Salah, bro, Salah's playing heavy metal this whole season, and we're trying to adjust to a new identity. And the manager, like a dickhead, bro, talking about, yo, you need to help these men get on the Liverpool wave and help these men with the transition. But Salah, he's not transitioning us back into heavy metal. So how do you ask a heavy metal guy to transition the new bandmates to reggae? Bro, it's two different tempos. I feel bad for Salah, bro. Like I've come in and I shot at him, talk about running into shins. Yeah, because that's all he knows. The chaos of running into shin, and a man will clean it up and give it back to him again. That's all he knows, bro.
No,
and this
I
new
feel
manager
sorry
talking
for
about, yo, hold your horses, help these new men. Help them do what?
you know, I feel sorry for that. I feel sorry for Jones because he should have 2 goals today. That's what I feel sorry for. Man decided to pick his head up and pass the ball. Small margins, man. On the slot is right. We should have won 2-1. Let's get Samuel in the building, bro.
Nah, man, it's a small margin.
Nah, small margins, bro. If a man decided to square that ball, that's 2 goals for Curtis Jones, 2 assists for Salah. We walk out there with a 2-1 win.
I hear it.
This guy is getting paid 6 to 7 million a year, and we're talking about small margins. I guess that's
Yeah,
that's the state of our club. Then. That's the state of our club. I mean, we're gonna have another year of this, so yeah, just get used to it. Get used to it. This season has been an absolute failure. It's beyond me why he's still in the job, but it is what it is. I mean, the first mistake that Liverpool made was the fact that they wanted to go away from the identity that made us successful, which was we were talking about this before, which was heavy metal football, pressing, being direct, transitional. And now we have gone into a system where it's more possession based. Basically, you're using your wingers more as out and out wingers, and you're just passing the ball backwards. That is not conducive to the Premier League at all. We're not going to go anywhere with this. And if you want to play that way, you have to bring in the best of the best. The best of the best. And that is a risk that you have to take. So again, when I see this, I say, unless FSG, Michael Edwards, Richard Hughes doesn't spend big again this summer, yeah, well, it's long. It's long. Can't lie to you. It's long. Because you really and truly do. We have to get a right winger, of course, because Salah's gone. We have to get another left winger, because are we going to stay with Gakpo on the left wing? The striker situation is a little bit unfortunate because of the fact that Ekitike is out for, I think, until December, is he?
That for a minute.
Yeah, he's going to be out for a very long time. We need a CDM. I'm not agree with the other guy when he said, bring the sell all the midfielders. I'll tell you what, if you bring in like an Adam Morton or somebody else that can actually pass the ball, and then you got Gravenberch as the number 8, you will get more joy at that midfield, because Gravenberch, his main attribute is he knows how to drive the ball. What does McAllister do? He's lost his legs, so you already have an improvement over in that area, if you get what I'm saying. So you just need somebody in the CDM position that knows how to pass the ball, really and truly. Put Wirtz in his actual position. That's a start. Put Wirtz in his actual position instead of left wing, right wing, striker, false 9, whatnot. And then get another right back, because Frimpong and Bradley are not reliable at all. So, yeah, that's all I've got to say.
My G, big up to you, man. Appreciate you
Come
sharing
on.
your thoughts as well, man. Big up, bro. Yeah, it's one of them ones where let's get Grav in. Big up, my G.
What are you saying, bro? Oh,
All good, man. All good, all good.
I mean, I don't get what the point is in complaining about the manager. We've complained about the manager all season. Like, it's not going to be like any other different Liverpool, and we're going to play heavy metal football, and we're going to be aggressive. No, you're going to get the same lethargic Liverpool. So it's just about. I only watched the game because Salah and Robbo were playing. To be honest, if they didn't play, I probably wouldn't have watched the game. And like, seeing these lot like over the last 9 years, like, it's quite an emotional day. And obviously Hendo getting the send off that he did coming off, and it's like I don't even want to think about next season. I don't want to think about the future, because I've been so used to Mohamed Salah on the right wing, Robertson on the left, off left back. Like, I don't want to think about no Mohamed Salah just not in the squad, not around the team, and even Robbo. Like, left back, I'm a bit more comfortable on, because we've got Kirkers, and I believe Kirkers can actually develop and be good. But no Salah is the one that's just like that's the one that's just getting to me, because it's like you buy Diamande for 100 million, but Diamande is not a right winger. He's better off the left, so you actually need a left-footed right winger. And again, like, if I was just to speak about the game, like, one thing that I've come to the conclusion is that Gravenberch has to be in a pivot with someone with a bit like Sam said, mobility, and someone that can pass, because this guy you can move through defenses with pure ease. Like, if you have someone who can drive with the ball the way Gravenberch can, and then you have someone who can pass, you've got 2 ways of progressing through the first phase of play, which just helps everyone out. Because if we're breaking lines on a consistent basis, we'll be unstoppable, because then you have Wirtz in the 10.
Raw, man, cut him off. Who cut him off? Man said, nah, let me keep the midfield. They said, nah, listen, I don't know what you're saying. Nah, that was outrageous, bro.
He was flowing still, but that I share his beliefs, man. As far as the midfield doesn't really need a whole lot. Anyone that's better than McAllister, I shouldn't say anyone, but a more reliable person in the middle of the park next to Grav. You keep, Wirtz in his natural position. All the wingers really have to do, they don't have to do Salah stuff. They just have to support and create. Like, that's it. But you can
Go on,
finish.
bro.
Yeah. I just agreed with you then. Like, wingers just, because I said this. When I seen you yesterday, and I was speaking to Flawless, and I was telling him how we have no movement in our attack, like, whatsoever. And even he was saying like, every Liverpool fan he's spoken to this year said we have no movement in our attack. Our attack is so static. But it's kind of like we talked about yesterday, where it's like, if the wingers aren't moving, then realistically speaking, our striker, whoever's playing up front, has nowhere else to go, because the only place he can go is backwards, and you realistically don't want your striker constantly dropping deep.
Coming back, yeah.
So I mean, ultimately, we all know what we need. We need a reliable right back. We need at least two wingers, and we need a DM like an Adam Wharton or an Angelo Stiller, for example, and a new coach. But new coach is the priority. Like, and obviously, just before I go, like, I was happy seeing Salah, and then the camera panned to Richard Hughes. Oh, I've never been so angry, but I've never been so angry.
Can I ask you a question, man? You was cooking there, but who's responsible for the movement in the box? The manager or the players?
I feel like it's kind of a hard question because in modern football these days, the manager tells these players where to go, and if they don't listen, they're going to get dropped. So they end up having to listen to the manager and saying, "You have to go there." So if the manager's constantly telling these wingers, "You have to stay wide, you have to stay wide," you're forcing the fullbacks to become number 10s. Our actual number 10 then doesn't actually have any space to go because the space that he wants to occupy is already like.
No, somebody don't like what he's saying.
The space that he wants to occupy is already taken up. So
Grav, they don't want to hear what you have to say. I don't know what's going on, bro. But don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. Oh, next calling will be soon in the year, bro. We'll get to it, man. But let's get JP in, man. Jake, what are you saying, bro?
Hey, rough season, guys. Rough season. Big up everybody. Big up Ends. Big up Pops. Big up ZUBERI. You know, like for the past week, you know, as you know, the season coming down to the end, all the emotional stuff with Salah and Robertson, you know, things with Alisson as well. You're trying to contemplate how this could get better for us, and it will be better next season because in my humble opinion, this in the context of things, this is the worst Liverpool season I've ever seen since I watching Liverpool in the context of everything, injuries, what happened earlier in the season with Jota, the way how the style of play, everything. It was a real bitter season for Liverpool after what we experienced the previous season with winning the league. For me, boy, I don't know what to think right now. I just have to, you know, leave it in God's hands and hope things will work out for the best for our club because it kind of like you don't know. You want to see your team do well, but then you know the kind of situation and transition we in. I didn't hope for this. The way how we got in all those players like Isaac and Wirtz and stuff, you're thinking that we gonna be the new dominant team in England. And it looked like Arsenal looking like the team to beat now with their solid foundation that they built over the 6 years. Man City using their manager. Look at the turmoil we in Man U, not really. So it looks like the process with Arsenal sticking with their manager for so long, he has a stable foundation. They looking like the ones who can probably go and dominate now with that team. Because for me, bringing in players is another transition. Wirtz and Isaac still have to transition again next season because they didn't really perform this season. So the jury out on them still. And, you know, whether we get a new manager, I don't think we will be that lucky to be the first club to have two managers coming in their first season and win the Premier League in their first season. So those are the kind of things I was kind of contemplating this week here. And I just want, you know, for Liverpool to just get back to challenging next season, play entertaining football, have a shot at all the trophies, give a good fight, make the fans become lively again next season, and hope that we could get something with the new transition. And for the fans who thinking that, you know, you want to replace Mo Salah who coming in, it's football have generations, and you can't really want to replace somebody because you can't replace Salah, just like how we tried to replace Gerrard, and look, nobody could replace Gerrard up to now. Right, we always, every new midfielder coming, he could be the next Gerrard, this one could be the next Coutinho. No, we have to get different players in, change the style, change the pattern. In my opinion, we supposed to be building the team between Wirtz and Isaac, and that's our new phase of winning trophies. That Isaac and Wirtz combination with the new guys, and that's where we're going. We will never be able to replace Salah. So whoever comes in, not to put pressure on that right winger because of the high standard Salah set. And let's go forward and see what goes on for next season. But like, it's going to be a tough summer. It's going to be, difficult. But let's see what we can do.
Nah, fairs, man.
Yeah.
ZUBERI's one, but Pops, open floor as we always do at the end, man. Long season, bro. Long season, man. The season is done now. Finishing 5th, Salah gone, Robbo gone. Yeah, man. Virgil sitting there. Virgil sitting there clutching his knees at the end of the game in the corner, brother. That little after the match press conference thing he did, bro, the brother looked so frustrated, bro. He just couldn't be asked. She just knew. She was like, yeah, just let me just ask him 2 questions and let him go, bro. He just ducked out. Because all he's doing now, he's sitting there going, I gotta deal with this next season. Next season.
Or do it. That's the question.
Or do I? That's true,
Yeah.
Or do I just
come
say,
back for this?
tell
Say,
me
you know
now?
what? Yeah. Ali, you out or you in? Tell me, you out or you in?
Because you ain't leaving me on my own.
Yeah,
you ain't leaving my own.
If you remember the picture that it was getting blacked out one by one, all of a sudden, only got 2 left. The red arrow's gone, and the dynamic duo gone. The Brexit midfield gone. Whatever you call the other midfield, it gone. The 2 of them looking at one another saying, it's only me and and Joey G to a certain degree, depending on where you put it, but that's it.
Yeah.
I didn't even think I'd be, as a fan, you think how many of these we've seen 2. Well, I've seen 2 now. I saw the one with like Sacco and Lovren and then man, they're Klein and Moreno and these guys around there. And now I've seen this one, like the best ever Liverpool team that I've seen and been able to witness assembled. Now we're down to 2 of them left. So now we got to restart and reset and recalibrate. Nah, but I don't know, man. I don't know, because them times, at least in those hard times, I was like, we were a shit team and we was just whatever in it. We could try. Gerrard would just carry us through the rainy days, the stormy days. Then we built this mad assembled team and I'm like, yo, no one can beat us. No one can beat us. And now I look at this team going, what do we do, bro?
It just
it's
the
their
errors that we made when we were good. Sorry, Zubi. Go ahead.
no, it's well, that is where I was gonna start my point. So back to like your Sacco and your Lovren and your Matip to your Joey to VVD, there's always that overlapping with the improvement. You know what I'm saying? And that's how even the midfield got progressively better. Because we had, your Genie, Hendo came in, then Fab, boom, that clicked up, locked in. But Millie was also there. We had some youths running around. But it was just there, bro. Got Bobby, we got Mane, and we got Salah. And it was, to me, just all went to crap once Mane left because there was no making us better. There was no making us better. And that's just the errors in our way, man. Once Mane left, no one can say, oh, the left side got better. Every position that we changed since Mane left has not improved. Since Mane left, Bobby left, there's been no improvement on no position, bro. To the point where the only improvement would have came in where Robbo and Simicast, where there was like a little debate, like, who should we put there? But other than that, no position got changed was an improvement. So when you're coming down to the last 2 goated positions, bro, there's still 9 positions out there that haven't improved. Trent left. There's no improvement on that. There's zero improvement in all the changes we're making. It's almost like we're making changes just because change is available and we're just making them. And that's how you find ourselves here, man. So having a house, you changing our light bulb. Every light bulb you change don't work. All of a sudden, you're down to the last two room of light. You're like, damn, do we change these? Because if we do, the entire crib is in darkness, man. That's what we are. It's not surprising to me. It's just I can't be the only one seeing it. Like, surely someone up top is seeing it and not feeling it.
Yeah, but with that money talk, you see, we had the perfect blend last season because, like, I agree with you, and it took two players to kind of combine to give us what we missed from Mane last season, and I think that's what helped us push us to cross the line to win the Premier League, because Diaz and Gakpo kind of complemented each other last season in terms of when one was out of form, the other one stepped up, and when the other one was out of form, the other one stepped up as well. And losing Diaz and the manager not giving Gakpo any competition or using Rio, it was kind of difficult for us this season because look at Gakpo today. Nothing. There was nothing today from Gakpo, and it was a horrendous season by him, and it just difficult right now looking to see, because we in World Cup, so all the attention going to be on the World Cup and stuff now, but it just difficult right now because transfers will kind of slow down because of the rumors. You only hear rumors and stuff because of the World Cup, but we have to see what we getting in and what could come in now. And I mean, there's some lights at the end of the tunnel for me because Isaac is a quality player, Fritz is a quality player, Kirk is, I mean, men fighting on Frimpong, but I mean, you need depth, you need weapons in your team to push for all fronts and all trophies. So even if Frimpong in the squad as a squad player, that's needed in my opinion. And we have some good foundations there to build on, to put some pieces around to have a strong team, and hoping that this manager could get it right next season to give us hope again next season. But like it dark. It was one of the worst seasons in my opinion, as I said before, and I don't know where we're going from here, especially with that dark cloud over the manager as well.
Big up, Sam.
Hey, Sam, man, why is everyone so sad, blood?
That's what I say, Sam. That was it.
Why is everyone so sad, man? Season's over now, bro. Fresh start, innit?
Yeah. No, man, but we thinking about next season too as well.
I told you.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean,
Dark.
you know what the insult is, because now we gotta wait time, man, in the hope that shit is gonna be all right. You gotta wait months. Just the hope. Just the hope the gaffer has decided he's gonna change things.
Nah, man, we'll be fine, bro. We'll be fine, man. Honestly, like, this cycles in it, football cycles, bro. Things change.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know how it goes, bro. I told you, bro. Man, I'm all big up Man U now, bro. There was shit at the start of the season. It is what it is, man. You know what I mean? Let's just trust my gaffer, bro. Let him get some. Let me get his players in, bro.
100, yeah. That time,
bro.
bro.
We're not
'Cause you
talking
know
about
what it
money
is too,
spenders.
man.
We're not talking about big money spenders. Let him get his players. Let him, new team without Salah. Now, I'm not dissing Salah. I'm saying Salah's, that's the big presence there, bro. He's gone now. I mean, the right side's freed up. We don't even know we can try something different on the right side. Now, we ain't been able to do that for 9 years, bro.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? New pum pum energy in that. I hear it. I'm here for it.
Bro. Can we go find Doak? Where is he? Let's go get him back. Let's let him have a go. We didn't have a chance, bro. We had 13 minutes against Chelsea, bro. Bring him back.
I don't even know.
I want you people to realize something, and
you people, what do you mean by that, bro?
This is a little hope. This is a little hope in the darkness.
I've been saying some stuff today.
No, we've been here before, man. Like, you, man, see that recency bias be hurting you, man. We've been here before. We were sitting here like, yo, Klopp's gone. We don't know. One man said he ain't watching football because we didn't get Amarim, right?
Someone said that still.
And then we went on to win the league. So
Saying, bro.
we've been here where it was dark days at the end of the thing, singing Jurgen Klopp and all of that good stuff. But we've been here. When Klopp was singing up Arne Slot, we was here. Fans that was at home and wasn't in the stadium, it was dark days. Like, yo, end of an era. And then he went on to win the league. So I think this is a good place. The unknown. It's good. I just want you man to know, because when it comes November and we're undefeated, and man is like, yo, my man's actually cooking still with Salah. This is always his vision.
ZUBERI, that's what I'm saying. Don't come back around.
Don't come back around Thanksgiving with your plate. Yo, ZUBERI, nah, bro. Nah, I'm going to hold you up to this, man.
Yeah.
Because I can count on one hand the amount of man that's backing the current Liverpool manager.
There's 5 of
I can
us,
count on one hand.
5 of us.
So don't come back around when he got some 5 mil player cooking up, because his tactics is fire. And you have to eat dirt knowing that Salah was holding his tactics back. Anyway, let me stop now. I'm going too far. I don't want to get too gassed. Let me slow down. But still, facts. I just said that.
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
Write it on your calendar. What you say, Mike?
Bro. He's plotting stuff, bro. He's plotting stuff. I saw him. I don't know, you that didn't carry on watching, like I was watching the details of what was going on, just, bro. While Salah and that was going around the pitch, all of his staff members were in front of the bench, and he was on his own, sat there contemplating madness. And then he didn't just try and get a new coach in yesterday. He's plotting something, bro. I know what's going on. Evil villain business.
He said Pep Linders come back as the number 2.
Bro, you know what it is, bro. You watch them superhero movies, the villain dies, comes back next movie, bro. Mash everyone up. That's what I'm saying, bro. I don't care how deluded I sound. I'll sound deluded until I'm not deluded, and that's how it works.
You say you're doing the math though, the math don't math no more. I hear it, bro. I'm telling you, Savage, I can see a good Thanksgiving.
Really, listen, these men can't chat to me because that's what you lot did to me when I didn't like Slot in the first place. That's what you lot did to me.
Wait, whoa.
That's what they did. No, don't worry, shut up. Don't worry about no performances. It's fine. Okay. We saw how it went after them 5 games, bro. Oh, we're winning in the last minute. This is what champions are made of at the beginning of the season. So now it's full delusion, but at the end of the day, you can be optimistic or pessimistic, and I know because I don't like Slot like that. But for every negative that's happened this season, I mean, you man's words in the season before when we won the league, there's that positive, and it's just 12 months ago. So, yeah, I mean, it's just one of those. Can you get better? I don't know if it's likely. Is it possible? It's definitely possible. You get me? Carrick got sacked at Middlesbrough. Now Carrick's 3rd. Bruno was all defensive mid rubbish. Now he's broke Henry's record. So Mertz can break the record then, innit? You know that we just saw. You not just saw the man, then we've just Trossard and them man are lifted the Prem, you know, like just now. Remember the Arsenal fans were parading, they didn't want Madueke, they was protesting against it.
Yeah.
Now he's lifting the trophy and everyone's happy, bro. I'm just saying, I'm not putting myself through no stress. So I have to decide, do I support my team or do I not? I can't be coming on the stream every week.
Support the thing. Just support the thing.
Yeah.
All I've done is change the style of fandom. I've changed, bro. All this content created dissecting, I'm analysis. Nah, bro. Nah, don't allow me with your GA and your XG. I don't care. Did my team get points or did they not get points, bro? I don't care. Yeah. I don't care. Did my striker miss? Oh, he missed bare sitters, but did he score and we won? Okay, let's run with that, bro. That's what I'm on. I just watched Arsenal play boring football all season and win the league, bro. So now I'm on what you lot inspired me. Slot's first season. You said don't worry about the performances. We're winning. I'm on that. Thank you, you lot. All you lot on the panel, every single one. Thank you for inspiring me because you like that dead Slot football in the beginning.
Whoa! I'm not being put in that group. I'm not being put in that group.
You more like Slot. Oh my God,
I'm not taking that.
Look how he took Kwanzaa off the pitch. Remember that, you pussies, bro. Remember that. Remember when all these are like, oh my God,
Savage. I said all of that, but you ain't gotta call me pussy, man. Like I said all that, but you don't have to call me pussy, man.
Now you remember when you said that's because, oh my God, he slowed down Klopp's football and Klopp was a problem and he was okay. So all of that stuff that you like, use that
Yeah, Savage. I said all that, but you ain't gotta call me a pussy, man. It was facts when I said it.
I'm not accepting being grouped in that group.
So what do we do? What do we do, bro?
I'm not wearing that.
Inspired me, bro.
I'm not.
You inspired me. Thank you.
I'm glad I can inspire you, but Sav, why are you so mad?
Man, bring all the guns too, hey? Bring all the guns.
It's time for Klopp to go. I remember, bro. I remember that.
Yo, why you only talk about the things I said? Other men said things too, man.
I remember the team letting Klopp down. The team. I remember what happened in each game, man. The missing sitters and all that. We had 33 shots on goal and 14 shots on goal. Now he starts getting 4 touches of the ball, and you want to complain? But hey, bro. Yeah, bro. This is Joker origin stories. Thanks, you. Like, this is what you've done to me, bro. Now I'm Come on, Mike. You might as well don't bother. I know what you're about, Mike. Just come to the dark side, bro. Be deluded.
Sav. I sat here. Sav. I sat here. What was it, like 20 months ago? That first Arne Slot game against Ipswich Town. I called in after the game, and I specifically remember saying, if Ipswich was just 5% on, they would have been up 1-0 against us before we even scored. I was negative on that day, and you turned around and you said, yeah, and if my grandmother had wheels, she would be a bike. But you know, like they didn't end up scoring. Like I remember
that was one game.
No, hold on. I remember calling in midway through that season and talking about how I was super negative halfway through that year, and then everyone would sit here. They'd call me negative. They'd be like, "Oh, you're a perfectionist. We're 10 points at the top. Why are you talking about counter press? Why are you talking about press resistance? Why are you talking about possession? We're 10 points above Arsenal. I get it." And then I will admit, I drank the Kool-Aid, right? I saw them put the press on the table. I saw them drop 500 million pounds. I was like, okay, maybe. And then you know what? We dropped 25 points in 8 weeks. And you know what? I've been humbled. I'm not going to be deluded, because here's the thing. I have fully disconnected, right? Like I didn't even watch the game today. I tuned in for the last 5 minutes so that I could watch Salah do his, farewell thing. Turns out, nope, doesn't matter. NBC just wants to go straight to Arsenal for the trophy lift. So I was like, whatever. To me, it's just like, it's going to get worse before it gets better. We're past the point of improvement. So I've sort of accepted that no matter what, we are not going to get better until we get worse than this, because because if this isn't bad enough for Arne Slot to leave, then we need to get a little bit worse than we are right now. And how much better could we be? Marginally better. I think that we're on 60 points, but a lot of those points are fine margins. We lost like 7 of those games in the last minute of the game. We drew a few of those games in the last minute of the game. It's not like we were getting blown out, right? Aston Villa, I think, is hey, come on, this is how we talk in America. Aston Villa, not everything is pause central. Aston Villa was like, I'm cherry picking that one, right? Because that's the end of the season. Losing 4-2 to Villa, it doesn't matter. I'm going back to like October, November, when we were losing 1-0, 2-1, right? 2-1 Man United. Even the 2-1 to Crystal Palace, we missed 3 sitters. Florian Wirtz missed a wide open chance at 1-1. So listen, to me, I just think that ultimately we're screwed. Like, our future is completely up in the air. We have no idea what's going to happen. Arne Slot is probably going to be here, even if a new manager comes in. It's a shortened preseason. Players are distracted. There's a World Cup. We start the next season. You're going to have to spend the first 4 months just unscrewing everything that Arne Slot screwed up. You're going to have to get all these bad habits out of these players' heads. Again, I don't know if you guys saw I did only tune in for 5 minutes, right? But at the 95th minute, 98th minute, Brentford had a wide open header. If you go back and you watch the way that we were defending, it was basically just Jeremy Frimpong ball chasing and everyone else standing still inside our own box. Like these are terrible, terrible, terrible habits that whoever has to come in fix it. But I'm not going to be deluded because then Arne Slot wins. If I get deluded, if I have hope, Slot wins. I will give no hope. I will give no positivity because then
he doesn't. Not in the disrespectful, but he doesn't know you, bro. Like I'm saying for your own, like don't. The thing is, I'm with you in it because I've been there all this season. But like, are you not fed up of it, bro? I mean,
well,
maybe
I am, which is why I don't watch the games anymore. Like I spend a fraction of the amount of time that I talk about Liverpool. I mean, I haven't been on Hussam's show in 4 weeks.
No, Mike,
I go on American Waffle.
What I mean is, I'm fed up of being fed up, bro.
Yeah,
and I'm fed up of not watching my team, bro. No, but I'm fed up of not watching my team. Like I miss them, innit? Like I miss just not being.
Whole year.
Yeah, bro, it gets dark, man.
I miss having passion. I haven't celebrated a goal in 9 months. I have not celebrated Liverpool scoring a goal since 2025. The only goal I've celebrated all season
is just Chiesa and Real goals, bro.
Rio and Gamoa is the last goal I genuinely celebrated for.
Imagine the players today and all, Mike. Look, Salah set up the goal. Curtis Jones, even though it had a VAR check and
leaving
stuff,
with the year left. He's leaving. He's abandoning us with the year. That's how bad it is. It's so bad.
Abandon is a strong word, bro.
Our greatest player in the history of our club. And
no,
that's
second.
I'm not going to open up this debate. I'm not going to open up this. I'm not going to
say one of them.
No. To me.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, to me, he is the greatest player. Not to mention, if he were here next season, he would break 200. 100. He would be the only player to have 200 goals and 100 assists. He would be the greatest player in the history of the Premier League.
Yeah.
Regardless of that, I have been robbed. I have been stripped of that last year. I'm probably going to get robbed of Alisson's last year. The only guy on the team that even looks remotely like me. The only guy on the team whose jersey I actually own. The only Liverpool jersey I've ever owned. Alisson. Robbo is leaving me. And what do I have? I don't even have a backup right winger. I don't even.
Hey, Mike, I'm about to come check you, bro. We'll go watch a Knicks game, bro. You sound down and out.
Hey, whoa! Listen, we've won 10 straight playoff games, but unfortunately, there's 3,000 miles that separate those two teams. And there's also
we don't want to kill the manager. Put the gun down, bro. Like,
Listen. At this point, the majority of my malice. It isn't even towards Arne Slot anymore, right? Because like this is the way I think about it. If there's a kid in your neighborhood who's just a POS, right? Like he spray paints graffiti, he's TPing houses, he's just an absolute menace. At a certain point, you have to stop blaming the kid and you have to go to the parents and you have to say, what are you doing? How are you raising this kid? How are you not supervising him? And that's what FSG is. And to me, I'm angry at the parents now. I've had it with the parents. I want the parents gone. Like Arne Slot is the child, and I can only be angry at him so much, but he is being empowered by the structure behind him. And ultimately, that is the main villain. And, we can go on all day about Arne Slot. I mean, whether you believe in him or not, listen, that's insane. But it's
Mike, I know you didn't watch the game, though. Obviously, if you go back in it, we should have won the game if your player the best player you ever seen.
I knew he was going to say that.
The best player you've ever seen play for Liverpool. If he decided to square the ball to Curtis Jones with our 2 goals today,
I hear you. He was not good he was not good this season, especially in front of.
No, we're talking about this game.
No, just this game.
About this game. Yeah, just this game.
So if the gaffer come out and said,
even just
Mike, if the gaffer come out and
no, Mike, you know what? You should go watch the highlights. No, Mike, you should go watch the highlights and see what the greatest player in Liverpool to you did. No, you said he's the greatest player. Go watch what he did in his last game.
Liverpool, without Mohamed Salah, Liverpool are still the banter club. We have 0 Prems. We don't have 6 Champions Leagues. We don't. We maybe we win one of those.
That is for the other players, Mike. That statement alone means that this man carried Liverpool to every trophy we've ever done.
That is not. Hold on. You're taking it the inverse.
No.
But you're taking it the inverse way.
Without Mohamed Salah, Liverpool would not have gone to win. That's what you started.
That's what I heard still. Yeah, that's what I heard still.
Mohamed Salah is the most integral piece of all. It's not a disrespect. Listen, there
No,
has to be
strength.
one
It
guy.
was strength.
There
It was
has
strength.
no. There
It was
there
strength
has to
still.
be one guy in every team. In
It
every
was
team,
strength.
there is one guy that
It
everything
was
is built
strength.
around.
Big up, S.
Right?
It was strength.
Barcelona are not Barcelona without Messi. Real Madrid do not dominate the world without Cristiano Ronaldo.
So, Mike, are
Everything
you
else
saying
is
that 3-0 deficit we overturned was because of Mo Salah?
That's
That 3-0 deficit we overturned against Barcelona was because of Mo Salah. Bro, Trent was the most integral piece to Salah's game. Fam.
Salah didn't play.
That's disregarding every single game that led up to that one game. The Champions League was not one game. The Champions League was not the second.
So beating PSG that season was because of
Not to mention
Salah. Beating Bayern was Salah. Salah was twisting up the defender.
Hold on, wait. PSG when? PSG when?
When Bobby scored and did the no look, the cover the eye.
Oh, the 3-2.
And then the Bayern.
The beginning of the season.
And then the Bayern game where Mane twisted up the defender.
You think when I say that, you think what I'm saying is that Mo Salah is the only reason. No, I'm
just saying the way you're glazing Salah, bro. You call man the best and all of that, bro.
He is the most.
I didn't see that.
Listen. Without Mo, we never gained the confidence in the very first season. The team's development, it goes on a completely different trajectory without Mo's first season.
With other players too, without Mane, without Alisson, without Van Dijk.
Yeah, you're shitting on the whole team to big up Mo Salah, bro. I can't stand behind that, man.
I'm not taking anything away from Mo Salah, but like.
Yeah, you can't shit on the whole team to praise one man, bro.
It isn't shitting on the whole team, though.
Let me be fair to Mike, because I understand what En said when it sounds disrespectful to the other players. I understand what you're saying, because every football team seems to have a more special player or whatever. But it requires the rest of the team to build just towards that one guy.
It takes a village.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So it's almost like Michael Jordan with Chicago Bulls and all that stuff. We get it.
He needed Scotty. He needed the other players.
I guess sometimes when people say, I'm not saying you, like, because I think that's what Enzo was on about. When sometimes like, Salah carried you to whatever, I'm like, that just sounds like we were terrible completely, and then he only done what he needed to do when really the main. I mean, you'd argue that the main article was Klopp and all of that, but
but Klopp also needed Salah. I love Mane. I love Bobby. Like, again, my four pillars are Mane, Bobby, Alisson, and Salah. Right? Like, those are my four pillars of Liverpool.
Yeah, I think they all sacrifice stuff to make the team better. I don't think it's a bigger talking point. I actually understand. Like, I joke around sometimes because everyone loves all of those players in it. But yeah, we were good. If we were a poor team and Salah did what he did, then I'd be like, yeah, Salah's carried us to whatever. But we weren't a poor team. We were.
I just don't think that. The only thing I'm trying to say is I don't think that we're a shadow of what we were without him. That's all. But regardless, he wasn't good today.
Player, definitely.
Yeah, he wasn't good today. Like,
today's the one day where, even though I like the team to remain professional and stuff, but I realized that Champions League was cemented already, bro. Like, I could already tell from the goal difference and all that.
Bournemouth had to win 7-0.
Yeah, that wasn't going to happen, and they knew that as well. So it became Salah wants a goal on his last day. You could see, but I've seen Salah do this before, but I could see it a mile off. And not only did Salah want a goal, some of those players wanted to get Salah a goal. Also, all Salah was doing all game.
Yeah,
he was holding onto the ball on runs and that. Just like, where's Salah? Okay, I'll shoot because I don't know what to do. Man got a free kick. Salah, you have it. Because the amazing thing about that free kick as well, where it hit the post, is this morning I was watching the last inside training of Salah. And there's a 5-minute segment with Sabo and Salah taking free kicks and whipping them in. And Salah kept hitting the crossbar and the post. And Sabo said to him, this ain't crossbar challenge. Why don't you put the ball in the back of the net? And then he hit the post. But it's a sad time, man. Like, it's sad. I'm not totally optimistic. I'm trying to dream myself up for what's to come in the future, because even without us being bad, this moment was going to come where the players will disappear on it, and then we have a new crop of players and new people have to step to the forefront, and we're going to have to hope that someone will step up, and there might not be everyone's favorite player. I feel like the way I watch Sabo play football, sometimes he's annoying in that, but I can see he's maturing as the game goes on and stuff like that, and he's trying to take the reins in certain games. But yeah, everything's going to have to be perfect going forward. I don't know what everyone's expectations are going to be going into next season and stuff like that. And pre-season's going to be a massive thing, because, like it or not, we didn't have a proper pre-season last season. And it ruined everything. And as for Isak, he was just running around with his dog and going Sociedad. He didn't give a shit. So he needs to get sorted. But if we get him firing and you get wingers who can get the ball into him, that's part of a problem taken care of. Don't get me wrong. There's way more problems. I don't even know if Kanate is going to be our centre back next season because his contract's done. So,
well, I think that the way that people are looking at what the team needs is wrong, because no matter how diabolically terrible we were this season, our players are so good that we finished number 4 on goals.
No.
Our players are so good at playing in the worst system you've ever watched that we had the 4th most goals in this league.
Premier League.
The real area that needs fixing is the middle of the park. Like, that's it.
It's the main area. Yeah, I agree.
The midfield. It does not, guys. Wingers don't, bro. We could be more efficient with just binning wingers and saying, you know what, screw it. We're just going to play 5 midfielders, and then we'll bring on attackers as the game goes on. But you have to fix the middle of the park, because that's the symptom of everything, right?
Yeah, like there's one guy in the middle of that still, man. You need to get him out of there. McAllister does not offer nothing.
I think that all of, personally, a lot of people might disagree with. I think all of them are up for grabs. I don't have a problem with any of them leaving the football club, because, again, I'm not one of these people that lives in this world where I need a Fabinho. I don't want a destroyer. Look at the best midfielders in the world. You don't really have destroyers. What you have is people who are highly athletic and technically gifted. You don't need a guy to make bone.
You did not even describe McAllister with none of that. Still,
McAllister.
All of the best teams
McAllister's terrible. McAllister's awful, but the only thing, listen, Szoboszlai has half the picture. Szoboszlai has the ability to run full speed for 90 minutes. He lacks technical ability in tight spaces. What you need is 3 players who can have Szoboszlai's energy, but also have the technical ability in tight spaces as McAllister. McAllister didn't have either this season, but last season, McAllister is technically gifted. Like, I look at, I hate the whole PSG comparison, but that's what PSG has. Zaire Emery is not a destroyer, but he's athletic and he's technically gifted. Same thing goes with Neves. Same thing goes with Vitinha. Also, none of them are very big guys. Like, they're not huge dominant presences. And plus, their fullbacks also, maintain that same exact
PSG
ability.
Is Fabian Ruiz, bro. When you want to see someone who's been coached properly, bro. Like, he weren't on anyone's list before as like this top player, bro. Now you look at him, energy. He's not even like mad athletic or anything like that. Mike's right. Like, this destroyer thing, I get it, because I don't know, like, football's evolving and people are still stuck on that. But if we just go through the best teams in the world just this season, none of them have what this destroyer man are talking about. First of all,
no.
I know everyone loves Rodri with his backwards passing and that, but this geezer ain't destroyed anything, bro. Bayern Munich don't have one. Arsenal don't have one. PSG don't have one. Real Madrid don't have one. Barcelona don't have one. None of them. But they're all technically given. And one thing I hate about our team is we can't pass the ball, bro, which is diabolical as a football team. Not being able to, it's what you learn as a kid before they let you do anything. Jog and pass. You can't pass the ball. Our passing's I watched Grav.
Well, we don't even make ourselves available. They don't even support each other.
I passed to somebody earlier, bro, and he passed it straight to the best player. And I was like, brother, this can't. You're right. The midfield, even on the Klopp's team, the midfield, I get it, it's not the sexiest football on the eye. It's the most important thing. That midfield that we had on the club didn't score any goals, bro. Took him ages.
Engine.
That midfield was an engine, bro.
Fabinho still had technical ability, though. Fabinho was still technically gifted.
Apart from Gino.
Hey, Fabinho was whipping balls past the lines, bro. Like that. He could take a turn.
He was press resistant. Yeah, he might have been 6'3". He might have been the most lengthy guy on the pitch because of how skinny he was, but he was technically gifted. Like, he had the ability to play the 40-yard pass, but also we had better support. Like, I think, when you look at when Gravenberch has the ball, generally speaking, everyone else is running forward. No one's actually showing. And the same thing goes for McAllister. The same thing goes for Wirtz. Like, step 1 is, do I even have a pass available? Step 2 is, can I make the pass? We never really get to step 2 in this team. It's always step 1.
No one showed. All the best teams, their players want the ball at all times. Like, forget Mike's right. Not PSG but watch a PSG game and watch their players, bro. I'm talking about. Forget that Dembele is a striker, bro. This geezer's in midfield.
You know what? Talk to our players. Talk to our players. Every time I see a man pass the ball, he's doing this. He's pointing to a next man. Our team is the only team I saw do that. He's like, yo, pass it to him. Every other team I watch, that player is like, yo, give me the ball. My team is like, yo, give that man.
They did it last year. We did the same thing last season.
Yeah.
That isn't.
I
new to
don't know
this
how
year.
you remember last season after watching this season, fam. My memory.
I remember everything because I need to keep receipts. That was the same. There's no new problems. Like we did not add a single. Add a single problem this season versus last year. And again, that's all down to coaching. But I do agree.
Curtis is the only midfielder who wants the ball, bro. That's the
exactly
the
only one
midfielder who wants the ball.
The
at all
only
time,
one.
We ain't always a good thing because he doesn't always get it right, but he always wants the football. Like give it.
Hey, yo, Sav and Mike, quick question. Because the goal Curtis scored, isn't that the same pattern of play where he won the header twice and then run forward and scored?
Yeah, bro. When they showed the replay, I watched him just watched him speed up, bro.
Because I saw it. I'm like, wait, Curtis win 2 headers in the box. And then I'm like, wait, didn't he just win the 2?
He thought Salah was offside as well early, like at the halfway line, and he still carried on. That's why
he still carried on, bro. And that talks to Mike's point with the movement. Mike, this guy is at right back, and he won 2 headers in the box. And from the box, he went all the way forward, supported Salah, who I think had no support all game, and scored.
Well,
he ran past 3 midfielders and 1 attacker.
But again, you're only speaking to why Curtis. Again, my firm belief why Curtis fell out with Arne Slot has nothing to do with this whole drama thing. It has to do with the fact that the only consistent part about Curtis Jones is that he was the only player on the pitch who was willing to break the script and say, I'm going to try to do something. And because that, Arne Slot said, you're not playing. Szoboszlai is his favorite midfielder because Szoboszlai never breaks the script. Ever, unless it's a free kick. The only time he does is free kicks.
Yeah, he takes instructions to a T, Sobo, and just does what he's told, and he's young and athletic, so my man loves it. But the thing is, we can't have, we can't have Konate being the one who breaks the lines.
Even though he can, you
can't have. It's not even disrespectful to Konate because he's really good at it, but he breaks the line with his passes more than all of our midfielders. Like every time he gets the ball, he's looking at people like, does anyone want it? And they all run off.
They're like, yo, give it to my man.
That's where it come into me, Sav, because is it that because you talk about the midfield, you talk about all the other teams, and when I look at their midfield, there is structure and there is shape.
Yeah,
our midfield has no shape. So like with Arsenal, and this is where it brings back. If you have no shape in the midfield, your defense will look like how our defense look this season.
They look
because Arsenal, I always say it is defense wins championships.
Yeah, that's what.
We have a lot of players that can get us goals. We have Wirtz, we have Isaac, Gakpo, we have Rio, we have these guys who can get goals for us. They can create chances. But you need to give your team a platform to go on and score the chances and to win. And you need to have that shape. Look at the midfield you call there with Gini, Henderson, and they never got goals. But what they did was they protected the back four and give shape to our midfield so we can win the ball quickly to give our attackers the ball, right? When I look at Liverpool this season, I was like, watch it. Are we short? You only seen Gravenberch, sometimes the only man in the midfield, and 3 midfielders knocking the ball around. It could be PSV, it could be Brentford, it could be Leeds, and I seen what going on. And just like how Mike said there, all these players, because, and this is why I have to say why I'm getting upset with Slot, is because I back Germany, and I have never seen Florian Wirtz make off the ball runs in a team that he's playing in. I've never seen that. So Florian Wirtz is making, like, if he's a striker, he's making runs off the ball to get balls in behind. And he is the guy supposed to come for the ball and give the runners. And it's the same thing with Szoboszlai. Even Endo and all was in the Endo making runs on top. So it has to be that this manager's tactic is to lose our shape in the midfield by just making runs forward. And then when you make that run and you lose the ball, counter-attack, these guys can't get back, and our defense in shambles. So
he's trying to play fluid football without taking the right steps to get there.
Yeah,
you can't
so
just
get the shape right, and then you organize.
Everyone has to be on board. Everyone has to be almost like, it has to be telepathic almost before you can start doing it. You can't just have fluid, because then everyone just runs into everyone's way. McAllister's in Kurtz's way. Then Wirtz is like, okay, I'm too smart for this. Let me move out of his way. So now he's out on the left, where no one's giving him the ball anyway.
Where
football, they need to be a little bit smarter, and protection of the back four, 100%. Like all centre backs, all the best ones, we rate them for their ability, and the world class ones, they can do stuff even when their midfield's bad, but they can't do everything. And every time that Virgil's been questioned, not by just us Liverpool fans, but by everyone, both times is when he's had no midfield. The last time is when the whole midfield was injured, and everyone, Perisic just skinned out Virgil and made him like a dick. But there was no midfielder because everyone was dead. Yeah, everyone's legs had gone. And then the second time it's happening again. And Liverpool is the only team I've seen. I don't know how this happens, where we have 11 men on the pitch, but for any given moment in our game, I might not see where like one of our midfielders, like it's like they've left the pitch. I've actually watched the game and gone,
because they're at the
Grav's
front
on the
line.
pitch still. McAllister's still on the pitch. I'm like, brother, what have you been doing? Just hiding on the sideline.
Yeah, the only thing I'll say is they were the only team that I've seen this season that consistently, when they're sustaining possession in the opposition half, our center backs occupy the spaces 20 yards outside of the box. Our center backs are literally pushed all the way up to where my central midfielders should be. And then my central midfielders are either holding hands with the wingers or holding hands with the strikers. And then when we get the ball out wide and it looks like we're going to, try to cross it in, it's one winger, 3 defenders, 1 fullback 40 yards behind him, and everyone else 60 yards away, packed together in a 5-yard box, waiting for a magic, perfect cross to come to them that never shows up. And it's just like, we can talk about players all day long, but if I went to your guys' workplaces and I put you in a position to fail, I shouldn't be surprised if you guys end up failing. Doesn't make any sense.
We do have a habit forming as well, what I've noticed, and hopefully it's just because how the season's gone and Rio's so young, so you're just trying to give him minutes. But bro, like this thing where you just give the ball to Rio and then go and do something is crazy, bro. You can't like because he's not that strong yet. So you saw Coyote today just kept leaning on him every time he tried to do that. Now don't get me wrong, he nearly scored a few times, and that's what Man City turned into with Doku. Just give him the ball and let him do. Brother, that's fine because he'll cook most of the players. But you're going to come against these smart players where they're like, that's not happening, bro. There's no there's no way you're going to do this. And if that's your only idea, you fucked, bro. So and they're going to have to teach Rio different things as well. Like, you can't just do the stanky leg and cut in on man every single time. So hopefully, it's not a diss against Rio, of course not. But
wait, who's doing the teaching?
Once isn't Gakpo, just not Gakpo.
The gaffer's gonna have to do the teaching, and whatever this new coach is, they're gonna have to hone in on stuff.
That's crazy. He's had 2 wingers this season that's training him, but none of them can beat their players.
Yeah, we're gonna.
But I don't see any improvement from this lesson or any lessons. I don't trust them, man. To teach
you can't say that, Ends. You can't say that they can't beat their players when we purposely isolate our wingers into 2v1s. I don't expect anyone on the planet to consistently win a 2v1 in the Premier League. I don't. If the fullback doesn't bite,
Mike, they can't even beat the first one. They can't even beat the first guy, bro. If it was the second guy making the tackle,
Rio can beat the first guy.
No. You said what I said was incorrect, and I'm saying the 2 wingers this season haven't even been able to beat the first guy, even with a 2v1. So the second guy is not even. He's just standing there now. He's just standing there to maybe throw you off, but he's not actually doing anything. Because one side you keep running into the other player, and the other side you just cut into everyone.
Yeah, so, Mike made a great point. The point Mike made where I don't know if you meant counting, but I counted. So we have 2 wingers on the touchline, and in between the wingers is 5 men standing on the edge of the 18-yard box. That's the striker, the 2-8, and the 2 fullback. The wingers, bro, they can't cut in.
Pass. Don't cut in though. That's the problem.
Pass to who? There's 5 men in a straight line on the 18-yard edge. Tell me about square passes. How am I supposed to pass the ball if 5 men is in line for a square pass?
I've pointed this out for around 18 months
or
longer. I've pointed this out for well over a year now. I said the reason why Liverpool struggle the most is because of what we do structurally.
Bro, we put 5 men on the 18-yard line. It's not 5 men staggered in a triangle. It's 5 men in a straight line, and there's an isolated winger, Virgil, and maybe Gravenberch. That's the option. on any given Sunday, Saturday, Wednesday,
Yeah.
Liverpool is playing. That's
Yeah,
the option.
I did a video about 24, like maybe even over 24 months. And I said the reason why Liverpool can't play with a striker, because every time I notice what they do, they overcrowd the box, which means you're going to drag all the other opposition players into the box.
Everyone's
so where
collapsed.
are you going to create a goal from?
It's so easy
There's
to
no
defend
room.
against. It's so easy to defend against.
Bro, it's 5 men in a straight line. You only need one defender to cut out the 5-man option.
Well, the
That's
worst
it.
thing about that is we're doing it against,
Remember,
we
it's,
do it
it's
against
not
low
even a
blocks as
straight
well.
line.
Yeah.
You do that against
It
low
isn't
blocks,
even a
it's
straight
true.
line, Zuberi. You're giving us way too much credit. Usually it's 5 men all huddled up together, holding hands, smoking cigarettes, chilling out, relaxing. I mean, when Isak and Ekitike were playing together, they were literally holding hands. I don't think in the one game that they did match up together in a 4-4-2, I think they made one pass to each other in 60 minutes. Like literally, it's always just there's 3 guys in the same spot with no support, with no off-ball movement, and then we only saw it in spells this season. Only in like little pockets, like Atletico Madrid, like Everton, right? Just like little pockets where I see, oh, okay, these guys are playing 1-2s. Flirts is playing like a little outside of the boot flick, like they're making runs off of each other. But to me, I felt like that was just like improvisation. I felt like that was probably just a moment in the game where players were just improvising and we were just in a little spell and they went off script. And then when you really look at the script, it's just, let's make everyone into a statue. Let's have the highest percentage of walking per game. Let's get outrun by every other team. Chelsea had been outrun by everyone else. And the game that they played against us, they outrun us. So
Do you know,
it's
to your
just-
point as
it's-
well, Mike, yeah. Sorry, go on, finish your point, but
No. I've been rambling.
No, I was just gonna say, yeah, even watching them now, and I'm just like, they obviously don't train for counterattacks. And it killed me because I saw Sobo today, yeah. Sobo ran and he did well, nutmeg the guy and he carried, and you could see he was looking for the pass. The whole time he was running, I'm like, bro, you're in front of goal, just shoot. And then the last minute goal, and he hit it with his left foot and he went wide. And I'm like, if he already made the decision about, oh, I'm going at goal, I'm getting a shot off, he would have scored that. But I could see that he was
even the commentator said he's waiting for, you can see
waiting for Salah. Yeah.
Wait for Salah, bro.
Even two ends, and Mike, you didn't watch the game too, and it kind of weird to me because me being wing back and you learn certain things as you're playing wing back and stuff when you're so I remembered Gravenberch getting the ball and Robertson coming like inverting, and Gravenberch could have played the ball to Rio because there's a counter attack, could have just give the ball to Rio, then Robbo making an overlap and we kind of overloading to kind of think that way. But instead, Gravenberch made a 5-yard pass to Robbo. Then Robbo made a 5-yard pass to Rio. And then Rio, only option is to cut in and shoot. Right? And as Sav said, it's kind of easy to defend. You kind of you're slowing down the counters up because all Gravenberch had to do, because you saw it in our pass with Mane, Fabinho and Salah. Mane and Salah just getting that outlet ball, that first ball. You're looking for your wingers. Trent, you're looking for your wingers. But this style of players, give it to the midfielders, then the midfielders give it to the wing back, then the wing back give it to the winger, and then the wing back.
We're walking the play up, man. That's all we're doing.
It's not direct football. It isn't direct football.
Needless
It's
extra passes, bro.
Bro.
And like there's other teams that will make 200 more passes than Liverpool, but there's an idea of what they're doing. They're trying to break you down. They're trying to sort you out. And there's patterns of play. Our passing just like it's what JP just said. I watched. I'm sorry to keep getting onto McAllister. I've actually done with this in McAllister now, but I have to. It's him in the example. The moving forward with the ball, and Konate gave McAllister the ball. He just gave it back. That's why it's not. It wasn't like he just gave it back. Like I don't want it. He does it all the time. He does it all the time, and I'm like, bro, if you don't want it, you go back there and protect Konate and Virgil. Stay out the fucking way, bro, because you don't want it. Not the McAllister that was supposed to know who he won the World Cup and in all fairness to him, he did change the World Cup, bro. Like he didn't start, and they brought him and Alvarez in there. They changed everything, and he was trying to get the ball to Messi. Can you try and treat? I mean, I was about to say treat Gakpo like Messi. That's funny. Can you try and treat our forwards like you're trying to get the ball? He doesn't want to give the ball to anyone. He doesn't want to. Well, McAllister doesn't even turn and shoot anymore. He doesn't even bother.
I think it's coaching though. I think that Arne Slot has coached the instincts out of these players. Again,
I agree, Mike.
Right.
I agree with that because I heard Kyle Walker on an interview breaking down not the entire mentality of Pep, but a little intricate detail like, yo, he doesn't want you to receive the ball and turn because you're slowing down the play. And I remember pausing it and lighting up a smoke, and I had to sit with that. Because I'm like, all right, he's a player that played for the manager. But when he said it, I can see that never happened in a City game.
Yeah.
So then I started to wonder, what is my manager like? and the funny thing, the funny thing is, I remember ENDZ being a coach. And I'm like, no, I guarantee if I see ENDZ coaching a team and the team playing, I could be like, yeah, I know what ENDZ got them doing that. Like, I'll be able to see the thing that ENDZ would want him to do. I can't with this guy. And
you can't.
I want to blame the players though, because
you got blame.
They're big. But Savage, they're big shoes, bro. They're big shoes to fill,
and they still scored 63 goals.
Yeah, she's dropped the coach. We were the most efficient.
Savage, it doesn't make sense. The only thing makes sense is this man come in with his size 3 shoes.
Nah, I promise, bro.
Trying to fit it in some size 12 because these players want it all.
I can see a mile of what's happened. He's tried to change certain things because he wants to, and it's his team. Like, he or the manager do what you like, innit? Everything ain't gone right in preseason. Certain things have gone really bad with preseason. You try to stick with your philosophy, and early it don't work, bro. And instead of being like, let me take a step back, this ain't the right season to be trying to change stuff. Even with getting rid of certain players, it's not the right time to be doing this and moving this guy in because let me stick with the team. I know. Try to change it. When it went bad, the best managers, nah, bro. Let me stick with what I got.
Yeah. Go back to what works. Yeah.
At least everyone on board knows what they're doing, which means that when Bert and Kirkers and that come in, all they have to do is come in, and the rest of the players will coach you through that. This is why we do. You're trying to do up inverted Kirkers that he's never done in his life.
Yeah.
The season before that, you tried to do inverted Robbo that he's never done in his life.
Yeah.
You just said that Carl Walker spoke of what Pep. I remember what they did with Klopp. I could see it with my eyes. Klopp's thing is efficiency. Why the hell would I give the ball from my goalkeeper to my centre back to my midfield to the other midfielder when I can give the ball to Trent and he can give it straight to Diaz?
Yeah, exactly. But
that's coaching, and everyone's like, Klopp can't coach because it's simple. But it works, bro. Why am I wasting passes?
Bro, Pep hated that as well, you know. The fact that you could give the ball to Trent and Trent just bypass your whole tactics.
Trent to Diaz in 3 seconds, bro.
Gone.
There's a much easier way to put this, right? To like in the most simple terms, the difference between Jurgen Klopp and Arne Slot is that Jurgen Klopp understood risk and Arne Slot doesn't understand risk. Arne Slot does not want to bring any sort of risk into the equation. He wants everything to be calculated. He wants it to be controlled. What Jurgen Klopp had was designed chaos, right? Like the reason why we were such a good counterattacking team was because we allowed teams to attack us, right? You cannot get a counterattack unless the other team is attacking. I can't counterattack a low block. And meanwhile, we scored all of these goals in transition because we strategically allowed ourselves to be attacked. Slot never allows this. To me, it just comes down to control. We have a control freak, whereas Jurgen Klopp was the opposite. Jurgen was like, I don't want control. I want chaos because I know we will thrive there, which is fine. You know, like maybe you get the odd 4-3 here and there. I mean, our title winning season, even in controlled chaos, look back at how many last minute winners we had, how many 1-0s, how many 2-1s. It's not like we were conceding all over the place. To me, it's just, you look at the players and every single argument that you guys have. Why don't you make the run? Why don't you play the pass? Why don't you take the shot? Those are all risks. Every single one of those things is a risk. Our players don't take them anymore. And because they don't take risks, we can't break anyone down. Because we don't get sustained attacked, we can't counterattack people. It all just comes down to he doesn't have balls. Like,
Mike,
he doesn't have stones.
Arteta does that. And you know what he learned? He doesn't take risks. This is why all the Arsenal fans are pissed off with the way Arsenal play. So I'm not going to take risks, but I'll tell you what I'm going to do. You ain't going to be able to score against us.
Yeah.
So now it just means that
You're going to have to fix that.
He just does the opposite. They have the most 1-0 wins in a title winner history.
That's it. I found a new way to score goals. Bro, like, this is, I don't think people's deep in what Arsenal's just done. And I know everyone's dissing because they don't like the football. That's fine. Go and look, and I'm not a stat guy, but go and look at their player stats, bro. Go and look at their wingers. And I think Saka and Virgil might be on the same amount of goals, bro. I'm not even joking. So is no one sitting there wondering, how the fuck have you won the league then? Because Yoko hasn't scored 20 goals, but they're not all in the Prem, and he's your top goal scorer. So
no red cards, no penalties conceded.
They come from everywhere on the pitch, bro. All their goals are from everywhere. We'll find a new way to score, but if we don't, well, I guess it's 0-0 because you're not scoring.
That's what I
only scored 71.
That's what I say, Sal.
Man made Roya look like a top keeper, you know.
Of course, he's not bad. He just has T-Rex arms.
You can't make Gabriel and Saliba. If someone argues with them about them being the best centre backs in the league now, I'm not talking about overall. We can have our opinion on Virgil. He's the guy in it. I'm not arguing with them because guess what happens? When you have a midfield protecting them, of course they look better.
Exactly.
Now all I have to do is take care of my job. You know how bad I feel for Konate all the time. Yeah, he does some dumb stuff sometimes, but he's not realised how much stuff he has to do. He's Arsenal, when they do that, Timber and Ben White, there's another midfielder there trying to help out whoever the right back is. Liverpool, I just see Konate running on his own. All the time. All the time.
He's always on an island, bro. He's always on an island.
And put a midfielder at right back, dude. So he's up the pitch anyway. So you've created the gap that you said that Trent was leaving last season when he wasn't a defender.
Exactly.
Added a midfielder to play at right back and say, "I go and
at least when Trent left the gap,
with two right backs on the bench, Pops. With two right backs on the bench, you play a midfielder at right back.
And Pops, when Trent left that gap, it stinks, innit? Hey, but the risk is about to play some Hollywood ball into somebody.
The gamble
is about to make up for it somewhere.
Win the lottery.
Exactly.
But that's risk, Pops. That a gamble is a risk. A gamble is a risk, which is why he played Szoboszlai there, because it wasn't risky, because he knew that Szoboszlai would do the slow build-up, whereas he wasn't confident that Frimpong would do it. He wasn't confident that Bradley would do it. And the other side, Robbo was just too old. He needed Kirk as his speed. He needed Kirk as to cover. So
this
it's
is
like,
this is all Nottingham's fault, bro. They scared the shit out.
Nah, I know what this is, bro. I know what this is. If you no, Savage, I know what it is. If you talk long enough, eventually you'll say something that makes sense. The problem becomes when the first thing you say makes sense. You remember when I was cussing Curtis for not having a wide range of passing? And your answer was absolutely correct. He's in a team where he doesn't need to. And that was true, because other men was doing that. So you saw when Arne comes in, and the first thing he says out of his stinking mouth is, we don't need to be spamming balls forward like that. We don't need to. Yeah, that sounds right. It sounds right. But when the entire team don't pass forward now, now it looks stupid. And that's what it is. I felt like there's some moments he said some things in the footballing world, it makes sense. But you can't have your entire team doing that. And I think that's what he falls short with his man management.
And without me being disrespectful to Slot, all the jokes aside and all that, because personally I don't have a problem with him, man. The thing about Slot is, if you watch him in not press conferences when there's pressure, just an interview, Rio Ferdinand, Hargreaves and that, and listen to when he's talking about football himself, and you can tell what he enjoys. Brother, what he's getting us to do and what he likes about football is the complete opposite. It's almost like he thinks that they can't do it. Bro, I don't get it, bro. I'm telling you, bro. We got time now. Season's done. Don't even go watch full game. Just go on YouTube and write in the final highlights from before he got here, innit? And see how they play football. Then you'll see why he's obsessed with PSG. Yeah. And it doesn't make sense. It doesn't. All this boring shit that he's doing now, he was not doing this at final, bro.
Yeah.
The Premier League shook him up early. He got him shook. And now and Mike's right. Then he's like, you know what? Risk averse, bro. I'm not even risking it. But guess what? There came a point in the season where you might as well, because you're losing anyway, bro. We can 20 set pieces.
Nah, well, Savage, you know what that is? That there's the risk is that
pieces, bro. 20.
Being safe is a cave. Man just kept going further back into the cave, bro. Man's losing. It was like, I'm gonna be safer.
but Savage, remember we were losing by fine margins. Like you look, you look back. Crystal Palace again. We should have won that game. Brentford should not have been a loss. United shouldn't have been a loss. Chelsea shouldn't have been a loss. But again, I'm not saying this as me. These are easy excuses that they can go to.
Yeah,
they can easily say, oh, you know, if this had just, you know, if this player were on it, if this player were, which is why when everyone talks about this whole data analytics, you know, putting things into perspective, that's what I hear. I hear like, you know, like if they had just gone our way, and this year it just consistently, you know, the entire season only averaging 1.6 points per game. Yeah, it didn't go our way. You know, not even getting 50% of points allotted. You know, it was just luck. It was just luck.
You are right. Like he's one of the managers, because I've heard him in interviews and that. Like we've just drawn a game, and he's like, yeah, but the other team's XG wasn't that high, and I'm just like, all right, do you want a medal for that? We didn't win the game, bro. I don't.
What did Robbo say? So, guys, did you hear what Robbo said? Big up here. He said, did you hear what Robbo said about chanting at 20 minutes? No, I didn't hear, so I don't know.
After this game, unless he had a Sky Sports interview, but after the game, I just was watching them with that was a nice send off for them, man.
Yeah,
that was
he did a couple of interviews. He did one.
Yeah, except those kits. Ugh, those kits are disgusting. Please switch them. Switch them now.
Well, one thing I didn't know is the fit of the kits. I've seen. Obviously, I saw the kit and it looks nice because it looks like the '89 kit. But when I didn't know that it was fitted like that. It's like it's a baggy.
It's long.
Fit. They've got it fitted like it is like it's '89 still. I'm like, bro, why Curtis and Salah had a triple XL top on? I didn't get it.
Okay, so he said that it made them emotional and drop off.
On the 20-minute, well, I think most people said that at the beginning of the season, and like the 20 minutes.
Yeah, well, like please don't continue it for the whole season.
The problem is like I know that Jota's your guy and that, but the fans still care about him in it. So I'm probably not gonna listen to you, bro. Like I want to sell it again. I do get it though, because I don't. If your mindset's locked into a game, and then you start randomly hearing everyone clap at that time, you probably don't even know it's the 20-minute mark. You look up at the clock, you're like, oh, fucking hell. Now you
and then it brings back the memory.
Yeah, I get it, man. And one thing we do know,
they were also super tight. Robbo, it was him, Robbo, Kelleher, Bradley. They were all very, very, very tight.
But you think they're doing that next season as well?
Nah, I don't think.
No, I think they should stop, and I think that's probably what Robbo was talking to.
Just give him like a headers, bro.
I think it will. JP, I don't think it'll be a thing where one of the players say it, because I think the players are respectful enough to be like, we're not going to tell you what to do. But and I don't mean it's a rude way, but it will naturally fizzle out in it.
Yeah,
I don't know, Savage. I don't know, man.
But I think they're coming from the top. So just like how the hitters, bro, event and thing, design a day for that, and you just, instead of doing the whole 20-minute thing,
man. It's yeah, man.
So Robbo blaming the fans in the stadium for this season's performance. I hear it.
Yeah,
I hear it.
It's a good point, Robbo. Remember, Zuberi, these are the guys who played on the pitcher.
Well, so JP, I mean, we joke and stuff like that. And to be fair to Robbo, in his main interview, being right, he said like we're not using it as an excuse and that.
Yeah, but
explained everything what happened. But I do agree, like at the top level, like the most, this is the highest level.
Oh, sorry, Sav.
Which means that it's the highest level of athlete you can get in their sport. Not to quote Slot, I mean this, but it really is fine margins. No, it really is, because I know because when I personal train certain athletes and stuff like that, bro, I'm talking about water intake, like the time they drank water affects what happened in the daytime. So I can imagine that something mentally where I've prepared myself for this game since last night. I'm locked in. I woke up, I ate right, I done all of this stuff. My mindset's this. I listen to whatever before the game. Don't talk to me. I listen to this one song. I wear these shin pads. And then on the 20-minute mark, my home is dead. Yeah. Bro, I'm not saying they're not even dwelling on it. But just for that, now my concentration's a myth.
A couple of 5 minutes. Yeah, they're like the next 5.
Yeah, no, 100.
Our players, even on the club here, we used to have this thing that when we conceded a goal, for the next 5 minutes, we're rattled. Remember that?
Yeah.
That's conceding a goal. That's not my brethren dying. So I can imagine, let's slow stuff down and get into it. But time does move on from certain things, and hopefully, I'm interested to see them have a good preseason, because up until now, with no excuses, we've had 2 preseasons in the slot, and one of them was really good. And the one what was really good, we won the league.
Yeah.
The one what was
Oh, raw, tell a lie. That 4-2-4 in USA. Yo, bro,
Yeah,
hey,
bro,
come
it
back
was
to
there, man.
America, bro.
Exactly.
Get some of
Remember the
these Philly
Arsenal game and all that?
cheesesteaks in that, bro. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
See, America did that. Yeah, you man ain't really
Almost-
grateful still. I hear.
One was disrupted because remember the first one. Not only was it a good preseason, there was no new players to add to the team. There was none. Remember, we brought Mohamed Asfili, he stayed, and it was just Chiesa. That was it.
Chiesa.
And Chiesa came late. There was no one to add to the team, so I don't have to figure out where this guy goes. We obviously we had the young ones, but they weren't going to stay in the team. The second season, we got Ekatike joined like halfway through preseason, walking on the pitch. He's meeting the guys while they're training. Yeah, I'm Ekatike, and all of that. Kane Rose Wagwan. Verts is coming in. Isak doesn't have no preseason. He's just docking Eddie Howe all preseason. I'm not doing Japan. You get me?
Yeah.
So we didn't have everything on the line.
Yeah, I think McAllister was injured in that time too.
He was.
Yeah.
And then some of them came back late, and then obviously the Jota thing happened, and then you heard what Robbo said. He said that, listen, we had the parade, and we went on holiday, and the next time I saw my homies, we was at a funeral before we got to training. Then it's training, and then the season starts. So there's no excuse. Of course not. I don't like. I have to reiterate, bro. I don't particularly like Slot, bro, at all. And if we had a new manager ready today, and Slot could go, yeah, thanks for the league and that, but can you leave, innit? But we don't. So now I have to adapt my thinking to how we go forward next season, even though what I think doesn't matter. I'm just a football fan.
Yeah.
But for my own sanity, bro, I have to decide, adapt or don't watch Liverpool, because this was dark this season.
Yeah, dark.
So that's it, man.
Yes. All right, words. Let's leave it there, man. Season done and dusted. I'm sure.
When is the next stream? And you still doing like your morning content on rumors and gossips and propagandas and that?
Yeah, always, bro. Well, I'm planning something to do anyway. I don't want to say just.
I know what ends like. Yeah, what happens when the transfer window? Bro, if you not go and see how many videos he did in the last transfer window, his keys was moving like a crackhead. Man was like,
bro,
in the
four
morning,
a day, Savage.
Bro,
Four a day.
10 a.m. streams and that, and then he was like, "Yeah, Sav, I'm done for the day." Then I'd go. I said, "Bro, why are you live again?" Yeah, bro. My man, no, bro.
Yo, mine was doing like a 11 p.m. stream as well, bro. I mean, it was vibes for me still, but yeah, you was moving mad still.
We had that. He covered the whole Isak saga, like it was a TV program. It's like, ends breaking news. Isak's been spotted with his dog.
Yo, Savage. Man was following Isak from when he landed at Real Sociedad, bro. Yeah,
because I woke up and he said like, "Oh, he's missing and he's in Sociedad." I said, "Oh, we got to cover that."
Yeah. One thing that we do need to stop. We shouldn't empower this year. You see them man that keep following planes? They need to be locked up, bro. Why do you know planes are rising, bro? Why? It's like, oh, we got trackers. We got trackers. He just landed. What? Nobody finds that weird. That man's stalking, man.
Nah, but you can do it on your phone. If you got the flight that he caught, you can see when the flight landed.
How do you know what flight he's on, though?
How did you get his flight number, bro? He's on a private jet. But what? It's like, oh yeah, he just landed at the Beatles headquarters. He just landed at John Lennon.
It's like Savage. It's like your personal trainer to that chick who's an influencer, but she have access to all the duns, and she be like, "Yo, you know who I saw last night?" And then you just give Enz that information. Yo, Shorty said she saw my man still. But Enz is just such a junkie. He brings that sensitive information to the stream immediately. Yeah, my sources. And that's just how it goes. It's not like man's really tracking, man. It's just, you train someone who owns the jet, and the guy was like, "Yo, I took my man to Real Sociedad."
It's not journalist, bro. It's a random guy. You just turn on your Twitter and a random guy goes, "Yeah, no." Yeah, he's about 2 hours away. How do you know his flight? How do you know what jet he's on? How? It's not like they're going to be like,
how footballers get their house robbed and that. Well, if man can track his plane, I can find your yard. I know that much.
Nah, but we know people sell the data. So the big question is, who's really buying this? Like, who needs to know the day Savage was born? Or you know what I'm trying to say? Like, but people do. They buy these data, and then when they buy it, that's how it comes out.
The scariest thing is that some of these men do it for no money, bro. It's just because.
Yeah.
Nah, Savage, man, doing it for the likes and
Zabiri,
reshare
man
on
are doing it
X.
for 13
Yeah.
Twitter followers, bro. Because I need man to know I'm the plain guy, bro.
Yeah.
I'm the one who told you where he was.
You hear it here first. You hear it here first.
No, it's true. I just want to be the first one to tell you where he
first
is.
man.
That's it.
Man said, remember when I told you he was 2 hours out and then it ended up being an hour and 58 minutes?
Yeah.
Told you. Man's doing it for that. Nah, Savage,
Yeah.
they need to be stopped then, bro.
Yeah.
That's exactly. Man, only doing it just for the opium, bro. Copium.
I promise, bro. I know it ends, bro. So you lot watch out for this summer, bro. And trust me, ends this summer will start tomorrow, blood. Like you lot be on some eyes on sabbatical. No. You'll have something new, bro.
Nah, you know, Savage, I'm not one of them men still, but ends, I'll lock off your notification if that's how you're moving still. Because I ain't gonna lie, last summer, I was trying to be zen. Bro, I was in the sticks hunting and your shit was popping off. I was just like, bro, I pieced you up. I pieced you up on the stream. And you're like, yo, that's it. So I'm like, phone is quiet now. Nope, man's live again, bro.
Yeah, man. We got the World Cup as well. At least you get Zabiri. At least you get the World Cup at efficient times for yourself, bro. Regular times.
Yeah, are you doing any of those watch-alongs or you give up?
100%, bro.
I'm doing some watch-alongs here, but man ain't catching me in no 3 a.m. game watch-along, bro.
You see that 3 a.m.?
Nah, Savage, come on, bro. I was there with you in the trenches in the last one, bro.
brother.
Nah, I took off work. I took off work to make sure I committed myself,
bro.
So you man ain't football purists, man. Come on,
I'm
man.
happy.
One
thing I'm happy about is that all the group games for England, they're at good times, bro.
Yeah.
All the other games, I saw. Yeah, these men are playing at 2 a.m. 2 a.m. you think this is WrestleMania?
Yeah, most of the games are like I think it's 9 p.m. and 7 p.m.s in that. Hey, it's mad for you, man. Still.
Nah, bro, I'll be there, Zabir, bro. We got work to do, man. We'll be there at 3 a.m. if we have to.
Yeah.
We'll be there.
Oh, you doing the watch-alongs then?
If we need to be, bro, trust me, man. I already lined up the schedules that I need in it, so it's we're working, bro. We're working.
You
have to hear you, man.
Stay away from my England games, all right? You don't need to.
No, well. I'm not because I don't watch England anyway. So.
Yeah. You don't need to worry about that. Let me worry about my country, blood.
Savage, are you gonna drop like an official? Did you do like a squad? The picking of the squad. You're just missing content, man. You need to.
Have you seen this Tuchel guy, blood? I wasn't waiting for this guy. I knew he was about to do some foolishness.
Bro, I saw that squad selection. I was like, wait, is it because the man them a Liverpool fan? Why is no one talking about this?
I'm not interested, bro. As soon as I seen Trent went there, allow me, man. I'm done.
Yeah. That's
Hey, why didn't you cover that? The England squad.
It makes it even better for me now. I don't watch him anyway, and now I don't have no reason. Not one Liverpool man is there. I don't need to be paying attention. And I want the downfall of them in the tournament as well, bro. That's how bad it is. Not one Liverpool man.
All right.
Nah, bro. Not a Curtis Jones. Man can play right back, centre mid, right wing, left wing. Played false 10. He can play.
I ain't gonna lie. When Foden didn't make it, I was like, yeah, Curtis didn't stand a chance.
I need that downfall for them, man. There in this.
I mean, we did just have the worst season of all time. I mean,
but he performed.
Nah, but Maguire made it when Manu was stinky. Maguire still made it.
You just said Foden didn't make it safe. Jones had been better than Foden. From when I saw Gibbs White didn't make it, Jones and that.
And he scored again today, Steph. Gibbs White, bro. He scored again.
Spence, what's his name? Spence.
Yeah,
relegation battle. And make it.
Who got relegated, by the way? I don't even know.
West Ham.
West Ham.
Yeah, man. So that's what I was telling you earlier, bro. Bowen, check your email.
Bowen, man.
Next season.
Man, check your email.
Bowen. And they can be that guy you hear it here first.
All I'm gonna say, trust me, bro. I'm ready, bro, for these. I'm ready for the transfer. I'm ready for.
Yeah, bro.
I
was hoping it was gonna be Spurs still because they had more players that I wanted to swipe. But then when I realized I don't have no say, I don't know what I'm getting excited for. I ain't FSG blood. They never listen to me. So yeah, man. Just do whatever in it. We'll see what happens. No.
But we'll be there, man. Whatever the news is, we'll be there to bring it to the people to have the conversation, man. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We'll have.
Are you doing just news or you're doing exposed
I
as
don't want
well?
to give away too much. You already know, man. Them like to listen and copy, bro. So we can't. We'll talk behind scenes, bro.
All I know is I'm going straight back to just having fun doing content, bro. Fuck all this serious shit, bro. I'm done with that, bro. We used to have a
Yeah,
laugh.
I told you, bro. The hangover. Let's get drunk on the stream, bro.
Yeah,
Vibes
bro.
it
Man,
up,
let's
man.
have to do World Cup hangover, bro. Like, yeah, man.
Hey, bro, that was mad. Hey, the VAR checks was crazy as well. Stinker of the week, goal of the week.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Man, I deleted this content, bro, and gave it up for slot, bro. I can't believe this shit, bro.
Okay, what was the other? We had goal of the week, captain of the
Goal
week,
of the
team
week, stinker of the week. VAR. Check complete. Check complete.
Check
Yeah,
complete. Yeah, check complete. Brother, how mad it was here. Man, them would just randomly say check complete in the chat. For no
Nah,
reason.
he had a referee segment in there as well.
That was it.
Check
That was it.
complete.
Check complete. Check complete. Check
Check
complete.
complete.
Ah,
Yeah. We had the stinker, bro. What
And then we
ref?
added thingy, and then we added team of the week. Then we added
Yeah.
that at the end. Yeah,
And
because
was
I remember
going-
End was getting pissed off. Actually, that ZUBERI got pissed off. Would you remember?
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't put Murphy in, and he was
Yeah.
he left the stream.
Yo, nah, bro, that was a couple years ago, man. Like, let's leave that in the past, bro. Cause
I need it back, man. I need that. I need them content back.
no, actually, that was some good times, bro. We was actually excited about football, bro. I'll go watch a Newcastle game, bro.
Yeah, we did
Because
because
it
we
was-
had to. We had to watch.
No,
all the
we didn't.
games.
No, because we
No,
love
because of the
football.
team of the week. No, I mean, but in general, there was no point. No one could say, "Oh, I missed the game this week," because it's like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can't
we were
be
checking
fucking
up on
Murphy.
everything, bro.
You told me that you didn't watch the game. You can't be like, what? You just threw him in because of his stat? Nah.
But then I really watched the game and I saw some things that you man didn't see and voted against. Because and see that's the thing too, Savage. You know what? Let's leave it where it is. Because certain man, when they like a team, 5 of their players got to be in there, which makes no sense.
The thing is, bro, I need to go. Bro, I'm gonna go make a drink. But I know what happened on that stream when you left in it. It's because you didn't want to hear what the rules were, and we made the rules early in it. And I remember, I think it was no one from the losing team would go in team of the week, innit?
Yeah, not if you're in the losing
He
team.
wasn't having it. Bro. He said, "Yeah, but." Murphy.
I think he had like 2 assists and a goal, but we
Yeah,
got
he
lost.
had 2 assists. And he was like, "Yeah, but he's going in." I said, "What?"
Bro, you know that Villa, I think it's Villa. Yeah, Villa and Liverpool when they scored 4 ricochet goals and Salah scored a brace. You're telling me Salah couldn't be player of the match?
Nah, bro. Nah.
Nah.
Not when you lose 7-2, bro. No Liverpool players going in.
None of them.
We'll run it back though, man. But next time I'll do it properly and because it was good still. It was good, man.
Yeah, because we covered pretty much all the segments.
Everything, yeah.
Everything, bro. I had the lineup build already for team of the week. Then Sav had the man. It was mad. Then we had to pick the captain of the week.
Yeah,
Bro,
and then we had all them World Cup watch-alongs as well, brother. I can't tell you how many games I watched. That's the brother. I was live as well.
Everything.
Yeah, all the. I
don't think I was sober during the last World Cup, you know.
Yeah, bro. I remember waking up doing Qatar versus Ecuador and that worst game I've ever seen in my life, bro.
I said I must cover it.
You know what it was? You know the love I do it for. When I did Argentina versus Saudi Arabia, bro, and I decided to back Saudi Arabia at the beginning of the game, and Asaidi scored that goal and they won. Oh, moments, bro.
Yeah, that game was actually the best game of the World Cup. I ain't gonna front. They was running man socks off, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, they had a point to prove.
As soon as Argentina lost, the manager changed it. Yeah, McAllister, Alvarez getting the team now.
And again, that's when they started cooking.
Yeah, man. Anyway,
I'll be back, man. Let's end the stream, bro. Let's end the stream. Big up everyone. Big up to Barnes. Big up to I see you there, bro. We'll run back to the crossover, man. Don't worry about it. Man, them love as always. Ladies, peace out.